How's it going today, guys? Alright, so I got this to work after seeing what the mod author had said about the previous one. So you need 1,500, not 1,000, and it runs through just fine. So now I want to see if I can actually suck the lime milk out of it, which I definitely can. Alright, so that's cool. And after I get this out, I want to check something else here. Alright, now it's trying to pull the water out, which I actually didn't want it to do. But I want to see if I can hook this to water and if it'll fill it automatically, which it will. Alright, so that works pretty good. We can just do it automatically like that, and then use that to suck it up if we want to. Alright, so now next thing we need to do is make one of these chemically resistant ovens here, which needs porcelain and water. Porcelain, we need that potassium feldspar, which I do believe I got. Let me check here. There we go. Potassium feldspar. Throw that in the macerator and macerate that up. I already got the clay dust taken care of. Alright, so there we go. And now the only thing we need is the silicon dioxide, which we need to borrow this for a second. Alright, where did all my clay dust go? There it is. It's so dark in color you can't really tell it. Alright, throw that in there. Put that back up there. By the way, I was checking out these advanced machine add-ons, and it's kind of strange. These things don't seem to work quite right with the push and pull upgrades. I couldn't get it to push to a storage drawer, and it looked like it was pushing from the macerator, but it certainly isn't now. They are much faster without needing overclockers, but they definitely don't look like they're quite working quite as I would expect. Alright, so put these in here. That'll give us our porcelain dust. We'll grab us a bucket of water here, and we'll throw in the water and just one porcelain dust, which will give us our oven here. Alright, and then that needs to be cooked. And we've got these hot dice, which we actually need to put in here with water. I'm not sure if this is going to work. There we go. Seems like if there isn't a place for them to go, they get lost. So, yeah, definitely don't do that. Need to say something to him about that now, because that kind of sucks. Alright, so there's our chemically resistant solid fuel oven. We're going to sit it back here. And recipes for this, we got sodium hydrogen sulfite with some sulfuric acid. We have Coke sodium zeolite to sodium zeolite, milled stibnite to antimony oxide, crushed puff cinnabar ore with water and mercury. Oh, wait a minute, that should give you the mercury. So I'm guessing this is these outputs or inputs? Huh. Alright, well, we need to make sulfuric acid. So we need sulfur and saltpeter. So let's work on this. Sulfur. And saltpeter. I got a whole stack of them in my daggone inventory. Sulfur and saltpeter. And unfortunately we got to use a empty cell again. Or not cell, but the universal cell. Let's go ahead and drop one of these back in here real quick. So I got an empty one. And we'll get some water. Because I'm guessing by the way this looks. Okay, there we go. We got our water in there now. But we should need the cell to get the sulfuric acid out. Let's grab a little bit of coal here. Throw a little extra in here just for the hell of it. I'm going to cook this up. Let's see what happens here. Okay, our sulfuric acid goes over here. Alright. Now, sulfuric acid, we need 284. So let's go ahead and put about 8 of these in here. We'll grab us 8 sulfur. No idea why I'm choosing to make 9. But that's just, what I decided. Sounded like a good idea at the time. Go ahead and get this third one. And that'll get us what we need, except now we're out of water. Let's drop this one back off. I gotta get some tin done up apparently. I've been working on getting everything else, and I'm out of tin now. Alright, so we'll have enough sulfuric acid here in a sec. We're going to do this in a bronze tub. This calcium soap, sulfuric acid, and water. And that'll give us this oleic acid, sterling, gypsum, and this is what we were needing to make our DC motor here. And let's see. Calcium soap, we need to use the lime milk and water with mutton lard to get that. So let's go ahead and make us one more of these tubs here. So the injection mold is sand, clay, and water. And we got plenty of clay dust. Am I really out of sand? Apparently. Let's make us one real quick. And let's go dump off this extra saltpeter I got here. And cook my chicken. And throw my wrench in to be taken care of. Alright, so there's my sand. Oh, I got 22 sand in my daggone inventory. Alright, so sand, clay dust, and we'll grab a bucket of water here. And we need the tub. And now for my moving, where did I put my crucible? Oh, this is a good question. Huh. I don't see my crucible anywhere. I know I brought it because I got everything from over there, I do believe. I ain't quite sure where I put it. Let's see if it's over here with this stuff. There it is. Alright. It's amazing when you actually put things where they belong. You still can't find them. Alright, so we'll cook up this bronze here. Make us another tub. There we go. Give it a sec to get done. Make sure we don't lose it here. Alright. So we're going to bring this over here by our other one. And now we needed these in here. And then we needed water and lime milk. So let's go ahead and go grab us a full thing of lime milk here. We'll put it in. And then we'll grab us a thing of water. Put it in. Now that should start making our stuff here. This one takes a little bit of time. So there's our calcium soap. Now this does the next one. Now we need the water, sulfuric acid with the calcium soap. And for that, okay, there's our glycerol down there. I'm going to go ahead and make another one of these, just so I can have one for each different output here. So we'll throw that in there. Grab us a bucket of water. Water, sand, clay dust, tub. And there we go. Place that. grab that, put it in there. Now, if I remember, these DC parts are going to need the same thing. It's going to need an injection mold as well. And it's going to need 2 things of steel. So let's go ahead and get this put in here. While we're waiting on that to solidify here. Alright, tub, chisel, hammer, carving knife, rod. There we go. There's our parts. We'll set that there. Go grab us a couple steel. And we'll cook this up and go ahead and get this formed. Break this one. Get us another tub, which is what I'm going to go ahead and put over here. Alright. So now this one, we're going to take this calcium soap. We're going to put it in here. We're going to grab our sulfuric acid. And we needed water as well. So we'll go ahead and grab us a water here. And we should be able to get our sterling done. And this one's going to take a little bit. So we'll go ahead and pour this while we're waiting. Alright, so now we have our sterling and our oleic acid. Now that oleic acid, if I remember correctly, we needed to use that for something, but looks like it's going to be a little bit of a pain to get out of here. Now the sterling we were using for our parts here, and we also need this uninsulated wire, which that's length 1 meter. Which one was it we were needing here? Length 4 meter. Length 1 meter. 1 meter. 1 meter. So do we have to make 4 of these? Not quite sure here on how we get the right length of wire here. Because these all say 1 meter. So let's go ahead and try this here. If we take 4 of these, and hit the right thing here, because even in here it doesn't show anything longer than the 1 meter. So if we put this in here with a set of dies, we should get what we need. So there we go. And now we have, yeah, exactly what we need. All right. So we have this, and we were making these. So let's grab them. And we also need a piece of paper, and we need to make these iron graphite liners. Now these is where we need this oleic acid. We only need 1 millibucket of it. So now we need this one, which is iron graphite dust, which is graphite and iron. Graphite's going to come from 2 of these macerated. So we'll throw these in here. We're going to get this motor done, and then in the next one we will try out this lathe. As I think we got an awful lot done just trying to make this daggone motor. Alright, so we got that. Now we're going to need a piece of iron dust. Let's go ahead and macerate us up an iron ingot here. And we'll see if we can get this done now. Alright, so this and this will give us these. And my brain here, metal former on extruder. Alright, so extruding, throw these in here. There's 4 of them. They go in here. Get them nice and hot. And then we put them in the tub with the acid. Or the oleic acid. Alright. So that's not the right one. It's this one over here. Get this out. Put that in. There we go. And now these. We don't need them greased, I take it? Greased and ready to use. Okay. So there we go. Now we're going to need to get a piece of paper. And we got any sugar cane around here. Haven't needed any yet. There we go. How about you just back off, buddy? We're not here for you. We're here for sugar cane. Now, eventually, we'll have us a paper mill, and we'll be able to make paper out of wood flour. I was looking at that earlier. For right now, we're going to go ahead and do it this way. So there's our paper. Throw that in there. And I think all we need now is a piece of wood. And we should have our motor. Alright, so what are we missing? File and hacksaw. We have both of them. We have the DC part. Oh, we ain't put in our Sterling yet. There we go. So there's that. Sterling paper. We got the wire. We got the set of parts. So paper, 2 of those. All right, we got, from what I can tell, everything we need in there. So why is this not working? It only needs the iron workbench. We got the right wire. We got the wrong daggone wire. Alright, well, I guess we failed on that. I'm going to figure out how to get this wire that we actually need. Probably going to have to set up a wire mill to do so. We'll go ahead and do that one in the next one. I will see you next time.